As we edge closer to the start of the brand new squeaky clean EFL League One season, my attention returns to who will go up and who will go down, of course, in this coming campaign. We'll take a look at that and, of course, more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're revisiting my League One early door prediction for, of course, the upcoming campaign. Of course, has anything changed? Has anything remained the same? We'll take a look at that in a minute. Of course, if you're new to the channel, where they've been, boys, smash your subscribe button to get your bang up to date. All things League One related, Blackburn Rovers related, woo, football related. We've got it all here on the One Rooski. Goodness gracious me, of course, League One campaign is about 2 or 3 weeks away. What is it? Yeah, it's about 2 weeks away. Goodness gracious me, I'm going to make my penultimate picks. I will make one more final prediction before this, or before I wrap it up. It might either be the week of the start of the season, or it might be the week after, of course, after we get an initial glimpse as to the start of it, or might even be the week of the transfer window. I don't know yet. But anyway, has anything changed since my earlier picks back in May? We'll have a look in just a second. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the Patreons, and if you're new, smash your subscribe. Here we go then, shall we? Jump in the deep end, of course, revisit. Well, this is going to be my new predictions right here, right now, on the left-hand side, or right-hand side. Well, yeah, well, you'll be looking at, it'll be on your right-hand side. It's on my left. But anyway, of course, let's jump in the deep end, of course, and we start smack dab in the middle of the table and work our way down, and then we work our way up. So we're going to start with into what do we have into 13th spot? It's Accrington Stanley. Goodness gracious me, they were 17th in my prediction earlier at the back end of May. This round, of course, it's all change a little bit. Also brought in a whole host of players. Have Accrington Stanley. I've brought a lot of them from the academies of the upper echelon teams in the northwest. Likes of Liam Coyle's been brought in, Joe Hardy as well from Liverpool under 23s. John O'Sullivan's brought from Morecambe. Likes of Dylan Moon from Preston, from Burnley. Ben Pleaver's coming from the under 18s at Blackburn. Joining them, Matty Carson, Joel Mabumbo as well from under 23s. James Telford has also been brought in from Manchester City's under 23s. As for players going out, of course, they've kept a hold of their striker, who does score a bunch of goals for the time being. No one wants to play that money, but it could still progress as, of course, the transfer window will heat up to the back end of August. But yeah, ultimately I did have them struggling in 17th. Of course, the bookies odds have Accrington coming at you 50 to 1. They actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th favourites to go down. For me, I think they just do enough each and every season to be well out of it. They are anticipated by a lot of people to go down, but not for me. I think they'll be all right in mid-table. Into 14th spot, we have Fleetwood. That's right, of course, under the managerialship of Simon Grayson. Experienced head of the shoulders. I think he just needs one more season in transition, and of course to stick in the job. Of course, they did have Barton in charge. They got rid of him. I don't know when that was. When they were doing all right. They were doing all right under Barton, and of course they were flirting with the playoffs back then. I think that's where they want to be, but they've got to be patient. They've got to be patient, especially with a guy like this at the house. I think Simon Grayson will get them in there in the end. They brought in the likes of Max Clark's coming in from Hull City. Tom Clark also been brought from Salford. Anthony Pilkins coming in from his trip out in India from Ace Bengal, and some other players. Harvey Saunders. Has that been a player coming in? Also going out, we've got also Josh Marsh has left, Paul Cutts has gone, Wes Burns as well, Mark Duffy, Michael Fowler, Glenn Whelan also been released, amongst others. Transitional season for them. I have Fleetwood, the bookies odds on them at the moment. They are actually, I can't see, they're 33 to 1 to go up at the moment as champions. For me, 14th, I did have them last round in the 21st spot, so a bit of an upgrade from my earlier predictions way back when. Into 15th spot though, we do have Doncaster Rovers. That's right, of course, Richie Wellens is the manager these days. Not too sure about this either. I did have them as 16th, so they're going up a little bit. They brought in the likes of Tommy Rowe from Bristol City, Rowe, Sean Williams from Shrewsbury, Jordy Highwoolia coming from Portsmouth, as did Ben Close. Matt Smith's brought in from the under-23s at Arsenal. Thiago Cuckoo has also been brought in from Watford. Players going out. Reece James, not that one, but another one. Andy Butler's also been released. Danny Amos. James Coppinger, of course, packed it in. Of course, the veteran as well. What do we have? Doncaster bookies odds on this one. They are actually, I'm looking for them, 28 to 1, middle of the road pack for them, and again, middle of the road for me. And again, a bit of an upgrade from my last pick in May, 16th to 15th, but no major change there. Into 16th spot, we have Crewe. Upgrade, of course, from 18th to 16th in the past couple of months. Brought in the likes of Tommy Hoban, massive defensive reinforcements there. Chris Long also been brought from Motherwell. Sean McDonald's coming in from Rotherham as well. Some really good strength there in experience as well. They've lost the likes of Eddie Nolan, Omar Beckers has gone to Leyton Orient, Ryan Whittle has gone to Cardiff, Daniel Powell and Ollie Lancashire as well. Kieran Pickering also gone to Rovers last time around. Bookies odds for Crewe. 40-1, one of the 7th favourites to go down at the moment. They're around about that, 2, 4, 6, something about that for me as well. 16th spot, again, they'll stick around for this time around in the season, but no flirting with the top end this time around. Into 17th, we have Burton. Of course, last time I had Burton in 13th, going down a bit, after that swan song of their dramatic rise. I think they're going to be more mid-table for me. They have brought in a whole host of players. Fraser Blake Tracy from Peterborough, Cameron Bothwick Jackson from Oldham, Thomas O'Connor from Southampton youngsters, Lewis Malters coming from Preston, Brian Morrison from Portsmouth, Adaji Usher-Bindas coming from Charlton, Conor Shagnassi coming from Rochdale as well, Omari Patrick coming from Carlisle, Aman Ahmed Holale coming from East Bengal, Jacob Maddox coming from Guadalajara on loan, and a whole host from the under-23s, but 118s have been brought in. Like Stephen Quinn's gone out on Gallagher's left, Luke Varney's gone to Quorn FC, Ben Fox, Ben Hart also been gone on to better things, Ryan Edwards gone to Busan iPark over in Korea, monster move that for him. Some other players, Joe O'Toole amongst others, been released. We're looking at Burton Albion coming out to 28-1 to go up themselves. For me, mid-table obscurity for them, not measure up. Again, Hasselback in charge, which is again keeping on him is massive. In 18th spot we have Gillingham. I did have them to be in 14th. They're going down a little bit, close to that drop zone for me. Steve Evans, a good manager again, could have been lured elsewhere. Our rivals been brought in: Ben Reeves from Plymouth, David Tutona coming from Bristol Rovers, Danny Lloyd from Tranmere, of course, left-sided winger, Ollie Lee from Hearts up in Scotland, Rhys Bennett from Charlton, Carlisle, Aaron Chapman's also been brought in as well. Players going out: Jack Bonham's going to Stoke, Jordan Graham's going to Birmingham, Teak Johnson's going to Woking, and Dominic Samuel's going to Ross County up in Scotland as well. Some other ones, Conor O'Gillively, who was a lucrative or a decent little left back out there that could go to Rovers or another club out there looking for an alternative option and left back as well. Gillingham for me, well, the bookies odds 41, they are 6 favourites to go down, and that's around about right on my prediction as well. 18th for them, and of course that is a downgrade from 14th last time around. Into 19th we have Plymouth Argyle. Last time around they were 19th, so no major change there. Of course, Plymouth transfer activity includes the likes of Marcello Gillespie coming from Brisbane. Raw could be a bit of a surprise package. James Wilson's also coming from Ipswich as well. Callum Barton's coming from Cambridge United. Dan Scarr from Walsall. James Bolton from Portsmouth. Adam Randall from Torquay is maybe, I don't know what that deal is. Ben Reeves has gone to Gillingham. Frank Newell's gone to Colchester. Will Amos has gone to Bolton as well. Kaladi Lolos has gone to Torquay. Some of the players as well. Jack Ruddy's gone to Linfield. And some other ones. Scott Wood, whatever. All about that. Of course, Plymouth coming at you. They are 33-1 to go the distance, but I think they'd be closer to the drop than the top. But again, no move there. Into 20th, we have Cheltenham. I did have Cheltenham last time in 15th. There's now I'm starting to realise the struggle that they're going to have this season. Again, avoiding the drop by 1 spot. Of course, Cheltenham coming in with Dan Barry being brought in from Kings Lynn. Actually, that's players going out. The only players coming in, Owen Evans and Elliot Bonds have been brought in, youngish kind of players. Like Tom Chamberlain, Travin Campbell, Chris Clements and Alex Adedi have been released by Cheltenham. But keeping the core of the team that did well last round should be alright this round. 6-1 to go promoted as champions. For me, though, they'll just survive in the end. Third favourites to go down. In the 21st spot, it'll be Wimbledon. Goodness gracious me. Of course, they did a massive fighting spirit last round, but I think they're going to go down this time around. Brought in the likes of Darius Charles from Wickham, a veteran centre-back there. George Marsh also been brought from the under-23s at Spurs. Zaki Ulala as well, coming in from Leatherhead. Young, middle-of-the-road keeper there. Other players been brought in. Luke McGoldrick from Chelsea's under-23s. Players going out. Joe Piggett's massive loss in goals there. Sean McGluck has gone to Morecambe as well. Archie Pooch has gone to Accrington. Matthew Cox has gone to Brentford. And amongst others, Luke O'Neill's been released as well. So yeah, they anticipate them going down. Bookies odds for them 6-1 to go the distance. But I will think they will go down. Joining them will be Cambridge United. Goodness gracious me, they're actually, of course, promoted last round, but this time a bit of a season of struggle. James Brophy's been brought in from Leyton Orient. Sam Smith from Reading. Shiloh Tracy's been brought from the 23s at Spurs. Some other players, Lloyd Jones, George Williams as well. Jack Lennox has also been brought in as well. As for players going out, Luke Hannett, Carl Knoll, Paul Mullen, big loss that player of the 2 year. Elite 2 player of the year, gone to Wrexham, good description with Deadpool FC, Callum Burton as well. Tom Dickens has also been something gone wrong with him as well. So they're all been binned off. Cambridge United to get promoted are 80-1, second long shots. Of course, behind, Morecambe. We'll talk about Morecambe in a minute. Next we have Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury, of course, have been a little bit active in the transfer market. They're currently middle of the road odds-wise. Take a look at that in a minute. They brought in the likes of Elliot Bennett, Ryan Bowman, who does score goals from Exeter City. Can he make the step up to League One? Though Matthew Pennington's also been brought in from Everton. So some good signings there. Pennington, Beckett, Bowman. Marco Monossi coming in from Coventry as well. Luke Leahy coming in from Bristol Rovers. Aston players going out. David Edwards, Roshan Williams, Curtis Main, James Rowland, Ryan Sears, Brad Walker, Ryan Bartlett have also been moved on to better things. Sean Gross, Scott Goulburn, Liam Clark, a veteran there, and Donald Love has also been released by Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury going actually 33-1, but for me I think they're going to go down, unfortunately. Even though with Bennett on the helm, I had them as 24th, so they made a bit of an improvement. They might change between now and then, but we're going to have 23rd at the moment. And then, of course, bottom of the pops, it'll be Morecambe. Of course, losing the manager, Derek Adams, massive loss. They've also lost a couple of key players as well. They brought in the likes of Greg Lee, Arthur Kanagawa from Bolton, Ryan Delaney, Anthony O'Connor's been brought from Bradford, Wes McDonald from Walsall, Jonathan Abikes from St Mirren, it could be a bit of a pick up that. Ryan Cooney from under 23s at Burnley, Jacob Mensah, Shane McLaughlin's been brought from Wimbledon. Let's go now. Jan Solongo's gone to Bradford, joining Derek Adams there. Harry Davis gone to Scunthorpe United, John Sullivan's gone to Accrington, Nathaniel Knight Purcell's gone to Tranmere, Alex Kenyon gone to Scunthorpe, Carlos Mendes Gomez gone to Luton, Moss had lost there, Stephen Hendry has been binned off, Ben Pringle also left as well. So yeah, major losses there, but I do think they're going to struggle, and they are actually 100%, 100 to 1 actually going to go down for me. Major loss, but enjoy it while you can, Morecambe. It could be your one and only season in League One. Next, of course, we go to the top half now. It is 12th spot, and it'll be Wycombe Wanderers. I did have them 10th last round, so this time a bit of a downgrade on that. Of course, they've lost a couple of players, but they've still got Gareth Ainsworth, which is massive. And again, the fact that they got promoted last round, which a little dubiously, they were there on merit, to be fair, but I just think this is going to be a bit of a bounce back to reality for them. They did bring likes of Josh Scowen in, Suli Kakai's coming from Blackpool as well, some other players as well. But players going out, Uche Ukupazu's gone out to Middlesbrough, Darius Charles gone to Wimbledon, Gareth Phillips gone to Aldershot, Fred Onyeama's gone to Luton, a couple of other players have been released as well. The odds for them to go promoted are 20 to 1, so middle of the road pack there, 3, 6, 9, yeah, around about 12, around about this. So yeah, I've got what the odds are, pretty much match my prediction as well. For me, it's 11th spot. We have Bolton Wanderers. Bolton Wanderers, doing all right transfer-wise. Brought in the likes of George Johnson from Feyenoord, a British, Scottish guy at the back there. Amado Bakayoko coming from Coventry, Declan John from Swansea, Will Amison from Plymouth, Josh Sheehan's coming in from Newport County, Joel Dixon from Barrow, Javier Amachi's coming from Hamburg, that's on loan. Players going out, they lost Delaney, Greenidge, whoever that is, Jamie McCall, some other ones as well. No major losses for them, but I think it's going to be a good season back in, of course, the third tier of English football. There, the bookies have them at 16 to 1, 3, 6, 9. Around about this as well, about 10th spot for them, favourite wise, but for me 11th, which is an upgrade from. Actually, a downgrade. I had them as 6th last round. I think that's changing now to 11th. In the 10th spot, we have Sheffield Wednesday. Again, I did have them going up as 2nd. Again, that was my earlier picks, but of course, a lot of players have left. Of course, manager these days is Darren Moore. Again, keeping a hold of him is massive. They brought in the likes of Jaden Brown, Dennis Adedin, coming in from Huddersfield and Everton under 23s, respectively. Olademi Shadipo's coming in from QPR as well on loan. They have lost Liam Shaw, though. Ugo Heidi's gone to Celtic as well. Both of those guys joining Celtic. Juice Van Aken's gone to the Belgian Juniper League. With Zulta Wagram, Matt Penny's gone to Ipswich, Jordan Rowe's gone to Huddersfield Town, Reach has been binned off, Kieran Westwood, Tom Lees, Modus of Udajapo, Kalim Harris, Elias Kachunga, Joe Papolzi have all been released. A lot of experience there, of course, a lot of quality, but a lot of wages has been freed up as well. Sheffield Wednesday, of course, I did have them 2nd, but they're now down at 10th. They're actually 2nd favourite, still 9 to 1, but I don't think so. I just don't see it. I do see a lot of quality above them at the moment. Into 9th spot, we have Wigan Athletic. This is a team that has been doing very busy as well. I did have them at 8th. They've gone back down to 9th. Again, I might have to revisit this as well because they brought in some real stingers. They brought in the likes of Max Power from Sunderland, Jack Watmore from Portsmouth, good signing, Gwyn Edwards as well from Ipswich, Tom Naylor, Jordan Cousins, Ben Amos, Charlie Wyke, goals, Stephen Humphreys, goals. There's 2 massive strikers right there, and of course I think that's they could run away with it. They could actually run away with this into maybe at least top 2 anyway. They've lost the likes of Zach Clough, Lee Evans as well, Carl Joseph has gone to Swansea. That's a big loss, but again I think they've adequately replaced them as well. Wigan are actually currently at 5th favourites, 11 to 1. Again, I have them at 9th. I think you could probably push them up to top 4 with this. And again, I'll revisit these predictions one more time as we head into the first week of the season. Into 8th, we have Portsmouth. That's right, of course, it's the Cowleys, the charge. I'm not really blown away by the point in the last round. They didn't take their chance last round to show me what they're all about. They could do it, of course, their first full season in charge. They brought in actually Shaw Williams, experienced defensive midfielder from Millwall. Clark Robinson's also been brought in from Rotherham as well. Kieran Freeman from Swansea. Ryan Telcliffe also from Luton. Monster pickup as well for them. As for players going out, they've lost Geordie Highwilder. Jack Watmore's gone to Wigan. Ben Close gone to Doncaster. Ryan Williams gone to Oxford United. Tom Naylor's gone to Wigan as well. Greg McAvoy's gone to Charlton, big pick up that for Charlton. The likes of Harvey Rue, Derek and whatever. Charlie Daniels has been released as well by Portsmouth as well. Portsmouth, for me, the odds for them to go promote 11-1. They are 4th favourites for me. I see them in 8th. I see a lot more talent above them, including the likes of 7th, which is MK Dons. That's right, it's a surprise one, you would think. Of course, Russell Martin, 35 years of age, young manager there, playing some really good football. And of course, the season was another sort of month long. They would have made the playoffs last round. This time around, I think they will just fall short as well of the playoffs, but of course, a little bit closer. Ethan Robinson been bought from Blackpool. Monster signing that has been. Scott Twine also been bought from Swindon Town. Josh Martin from Norwich as well, youngster, could do some damage as well. Mo Easter as well. As for players going out, Lee Nichols has gone to Huddersfield. Cameron Jerome's gone to Luton. Not really. I think that's no major loss there. Jordan Hughes has gone to Plymouth as well. Scott Fraser's gone to Ipswich. Could be a bit of a loss that. Kieran Argyle has also been released as well. As for the bookies odds, I've got MK Dons at 20-1, around about 3, 6, 9, 12, about 10, 11 favourites. I've got them at 7 for me. At the 7 last round, so no major change in that regard. Into 6th spot, we have Lincoln City, of course, failed just shy of the draw last round. I do have them back in the playoffs. Michael Afton, of course, needs our TLC at the moment. Hopefully, he gets back to full fitness in as good timing. They brought in Lars Sorensen coming in from Stoke, Louis Ferreni coming in from Manchester City under 23s, Chris Maguire as well from Sunderland on the right hand side of attack. Harry Henderson's gone to Bristol Rovers. On the flip side, Georgie Grant's gone to Peterborough as well in the Championship. Zaka Dabuwuzu's gone to ARK over in Le Suède. Ethan Ross also gone to Stockport, but that's no major loss as well. As for the odds for Lincoln, they're actually 7th favourites, 14-1. I have them a little bit better at 6th, and again, I did have them at 11th, so a bit of an upgrade for them, for me, in my eyes. Into 5th, we have Rotherham. Of course, I had Rotherham at 12th last time, so a bit of an upgrade again. They have lost a couple of players, but of course, keeping Holcott or Paul Warren is massive in their regard. They're a bit of a yo-yo team. They're experts at doing this. I think they'll bounce back again. Shane Ferguson, big pickup from Millwall, 30 years of age, still in his prime. Players going out there. Clark Robinson's gone to Portsmouth. Sean McDonald's gone to Crewe. Matthew Uddersundi's gone to Preston. James Proctor's gone to Port Vale. And also Carl Vassell's gone, binned off. Matt Crooks has gone to Middlesbrough, though. That's a massive loss as well. As for the bookies odds for Rotherham coming at you, they're actually 40-1, around about 9th favourites to go up, but I do have them in 5th, so take that as you will. Into 4th, though, we have Ipswich Town, who've been very, very busy as well. Got a lot of money. Of course, Paul Cook could be the man to do it. Bring in the likes of Joe Piggott, who will score goals. Rakim Harper, of course, ex-Rovers Loney there in midfielder from West Brom. Wants to link with Celtic, lost with other players. Macaulay Bonne, massive signing that as well, especially at this level. Scott Fraser also been brought in. Wes Burns has been brought from Fleetwood. Dezelzo's left, though. He's got a QPR. Stephen Moore's gone to Walsall. Alan Judge gone to Colchester United. Freddie Sears gone to Colchester United as well. Jim Wilson's gone to Plymouth. Cole Scousey's gone to Colchester United as well. A lot of players have packed their bags. Gwyn Edwards gone to Wigan. Luke James gone to Colchester United. There's 4 players gone to Colchester United as well. Keenan Bennett has been brought in from Borussia Mönchengladbach as well, I think. Or something like that. Anyway, look at the bookies odds. Ipswich are actually third favourites, 9-1. I have them at 4th, so not too shabby then. A bit of an upgrade as well from 9th. My predictions back in May. We'll see how that fares out as well. Into 3rd, I've got Oxford United, forever the bridesmaid. This time they could be the bride. Of course, Carl Robinson, fantastic manager as well. Brought in, like I said, Billy Bowden from Preston, big signing. That is Ryan Williams as well. Steve Seddon coming out left back as well. Of course, they've lost Josh Ruffles, has gone to Huddersfield. Dulan Asawangongi has gone to non-league football. They haven't lost too much quality. Liam Kelly has gone back to Feyenoord, I think. But yeah, the vast majority of the squad still remains, and maybe a little bit of improvement as well. Oxford United, 14th favourites, around about 8th favourites to go up. I have them in 3rd, which I did have them at 5th last round, which is an upgrade as well. Into 2nd spot, though, we have Charlton, a big upgrade from 4th in my eyes. Of course, Nigel Atkins, of course, keeping everything sweet and nice and calm at the moment, and of course, improved their goalkeeping with brought in Craig McCavery as well. George Dobson been brought from Sunderland, of course, 23 years of age midfielder. Akiman Famimo's coming in from Norwich, of course, young centre back as well. Jane Stockley from Preston as well. Sean Clare from Oxford. Marcus Madsen's gone. Eamon Utsuma has also gone. Again, 2 players that flattered deceived. Darren Pratley as well has gone to Leyton Orient. Chuck Sonica's gone a bumming loss of goals there, so they might need a striker. Maybe Jaden Stockley isn't the man to do that, but we'll see. For me, Charlton, I've got them as second. They're actually 6 favourites to go up, but I think they'll do the distance. And of course, top of the pops will be Sunderland. Of course, this time around, I've never predicted them to go up. I have done it this time, and it's actually been strengthened since last time around. Of course, I had them first back in May. I think this time with Lee Johnson at manager. They brought in Corey Evans, fantastic signing. They brought in Alex Pritchard, fantastic signing. Callum Doyle, pretty decent signing from Man City's under-23s as well. They've lost the likes of Remy Matthews. That's no major loss there. Chris Maguire is getting on a little bit. Max Power, not too, you're okay in that department. Charlie Wyke. Goals though. Goals might be an issue for them moving forward. So that is a big loss that they need to find. But I do anticipate they will do that. I don't know if they will spend or what, but the likes of Alex Pritchard coming in, Corey Evans, who have experienced Premiership football in their time, and of course playing in League Two, and of course Corey Evans has experienced that quite recently as well. So I think they'll do very, very well, and they are 7-1 red hot favourites to go the distance. That's my picks. Let me know your thought picks as well down below. Of course, I look forward to seeing them, of course, as we look forward to the start of the season. But until then, see you soon. Until then, we are done. Smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. See you then. Bye.